जय राम घाटा जय रोहिणी नंदना जय जय वृंदावन वासी जय 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 राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन जय द्विज पत्नी जय नागकन्या गाना भक्त
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone in today's session. And we had some sharing. Where is our sharing? Yeah, we have the sharing. Let me. Okay, that's good. That's good. Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone in today's session on Bhagavad Gita. We are currently doing the overview. We started on there. We started just before Christmas. Well, in November, we have already completed few sessions, and then we had 2 weeks off during Christmas, New Year time, and we are resuming now. So today's the first day, and it's the hybrid session. So we have some Bhakt devotees here in person, and there are some online as well. So I welcome everyone. We will very quickly go and revise what we have been doing, and then we shall hopefully learn something new there. We might have already forgotten what we did last year. Right. Okay. So there are lots and lots of Bhagavad Gitas out there in the market. When you go and you say, I want Bhagavad Gita, then people might be offering different Bhagavad Gitas because there are so many different translations. So there's only one Bhagavad Gita, the Sanskrit shlokas, they are the same, but there is only one Bhagavad Gita, which is Bhagavad Gita as it is. And this is the one which we are following at the moment. Bhagavad Gita as it is, written by Srila Prabhupada ji. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Let's do Mangalacharan. This is the consists of multiple prayers, which we always do at the beginning of each session. So we get the blessings of the Lord before we can get into the systematic study of Bhagavad Gita. So feel free to join me if you like. अज्ञानातिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानजनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुन् श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथवितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सवादूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखावितं च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमस्तुते। तप्त कंचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी परमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छकल्पातरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। शिला गुरुदेव महाराज की जय। जय जय श्री राधेश्याम। हरे कृष्ण। So as we were saying that we are doing Bhagavad Gita by Srila Prabhupada ji, and we have gone through these slides before, some of them, but we are doing a very quick revision before we'll start the new material today. So if you remember, we did the whole family tree of Kuru. So Kuru is right on the top, Kuru, and then the most important bits here, the family members, they are the Pandavas. So we have the Pandu's son, then we have the Yudhishthir, Bhishma, Arjun, Nakul, Sahadev, and then on the left we have Pandu's elder brother who was blind from birth, and he had 101 children, one daughter and 100 sons. And the battle happened between these two. The Pandus and Dhritarashtra's son are going to fight a big battle, famously known as Mahabharat. Bharat was a whole planet at that time. Still, India is called Bharat, but Maha is massive, great. And this is what Mahabharata is, one of the biggest battle ever. Any guesses how many soldiers fought in that battle? Anyone know? Do you remember in World War One, World War Two, how many people took part fighting wise? Millions. How many? 60 million, roughly. There were around 60 million people, I think during World War One. 60 million. More or less the same in World War Two, I think. It was a bit unknown, but there were around 650. 650. So there were 60,000 in World War One, roughly 10 times that, 600,000, 600 million, 600 million in Mahabharata, 10 times World War One. I think that, yeah, at least. There were even more, I guess, but at least that. And so, which is because everyone, there were only three people who didn't, otherwise, everyone on the planet then took part in that big, massive battle. And right before the battle, Arjun and Krishna, Arjun said, I can't fight. This is in chapter 1. And then Krishna started replying back to some of the answers. Hopefully, we remember that. So, we said that there are 18 chapters in Bhagavad Gita. And if we categorize them into 3 different groups, then we have first 6 called Karma Yoga, how to do the action. Middle 6 on Bhakti, devotion. Last 6, which is called Jnana, and this is the knowledge. So, action, devotion, and Jnana, the knowledge. We have seen that there are so many different acharyas who have written the commentaries on Bhagavad Gita. Srila Prabhupada ji went through all these commentaries and put the essence in Bhagavad Gita as it is. So this is the number of verses spoken by different personalities, only 4 people. Dhritarashtra only said the first verse, and then Sanjay was the one who was watching everything. He was there sitting in the palace with Dhritarashtra, but he could witness everything like a telecast, and he could see what Lord Krishna and Lord Arjun having a kind of conversation. Even those people, they in the battlefield, they could not hear these two because they were very far away. And in the middle, Arjun and Krishna went, but Sanjay could hear. Sanjay could hear because Ved Vyasji, who compiled all the Vedic cultures, Vedic books in Vedic culture, he's the one who gave the boon to Sanjay, that Sanjay could see. And then these chapter wise, if we see chapter 18 and chapter 18, 78 verses, chapter 2, 72 verses, and then we have chapter 12 and chapter 15, the smallest one, 20 verses. So there are around 700 verses in Bhagavad Gita. Chapter 18, 78 verses, chapter 2, 72 verses, chapter 12 and chapter 15, around 20 verses each. So from 20 to 78 verses, shlokas we have in Bhagavad Gita. So we are going very fast at the moment because this is something which we have already done it. Chapter 1, we have already gone through observing the armies on the battlefield. But Dhritarashtra said, Kurukshetra, Dharmashetra, the very first verse. We have seen that. We have seen that how Duryodhan trying to speak to his teacher and the kind of faith he has on Dronacharya and especially on Bhishma. Bhishma was the great grandfather of everyone there. And he was the one who had a boon that he cannot die until he wants to die. Right? So he had that. He could decide when he wants to die. I think on this planet at the moment, a lot of people could do it. I think Michael Jackson like had nearly 30 plus doctors all around him because he said, I don't want to die. And because he was so rich, he said, for anything and everything I do, I need a doctor. So whatever he will eat, whatever he will wear, whatever he will put on his skin, because he was a superstar, he needed some chemicals or makeups. And so he always had some doctor consulting him. He had so many doctors around him. But even at the end, he had to die. Then Lord Krishna enters in the battlefield, and then everybody had their own councils. And these are the 5 councils with Pandavas, and Lord Krishna had his own council and he blew it. Yes.
So we threw them in the front.
Very nice. Yes. Do you have one with you at your home? No? Well, you should. Next time, when parents will go to India, or even some temples here, but I think you will get a lot more varieties in India. The voice. So yesterday I went to Satsang UK in Sutton, and there was a gathering and a bit of meditation and kirtan was going on. And there was one Mataji who she just took the council and she blew. And amazing, amazing. We have one council here, and Arvind plays it very well. And on 25th, 25th of January, when you will come, then we will do the yajna and we will do the councils there as well. Okay. And you can also practice on that time. And we will see. But yeah, I will request your parents to get one for you. It's really, really good every morning when you play. It's good for the health, but the voice which comes out of it, the sound, it's amazing. It's very transcendental. So
Yeah, my grandmother did play it.
here we go. Yeah. Request your grandma. Hey, could you get me one and could you teach me how to do it? Yeah. Because you need a bit of practice. I mean, if I won't do it every day, I forget. It's like any other thing. So, no, great observation. Thank you for sharing that. So, the only thing I just realized that I don't have the name for my council. See here, all the Pandavas, of course, I'm not as great as Pandavas, but it's really good because we are person, so we can give the name to like this boy here. We call him Aryan, right? So it's really good to name people and sometimes things as well. We have toys and sometimes we name those. So yes, we should. Why not? And maybe we will do the name ceremony for our council. So Arjun and Krishna enters the battlefield. As we can see, they're in the middle of the army. They are in the middle of the army. And so if you might see, so those who are on the Zoom, you might see me looking there. So this is a laptop where the camera is and I'm managing the presentation. But right behind it, there's a massive telly, and we are looking for the presentation on that, right? And this is where Arjun sees his relatives and he overwhelms. He says, oops, I don't want to fight. And then he gives 5 reasons why I can't fight. The very first one, compassion. He said, I'm compassionate towards these people. You know, sometimes a spider comes in the home and the kids, they get fanatically about it. Oh, like spider is going to eat them. It's a small baby spider. Yeah, that. And you need to have compassion for the spider, right? It's cold outside. The spider wants to stay warm inside. You don't want to throw the spider out, but at the same time, you want to protect yourself as well. But this is a kind of compassion Arjun had. Arjun said, I can't fight with these people. They are my own relatives on both sides. And then Arjun had the symptoms. And if you remember previously, this is given in Bhagavad Gita verses that Arjun's body started. You know, sometimes it happens, we are preparing for the exam, we are not ready. And it happens. If we want to do a performance, maybe we want to sing at the front of everyone, then our hands started shivering. And he had his bow and arrow and he just could not hold on to it. And these are the symptoms given in Bhagavad Gita. And then after the first reason, which is compassion, Arjun gives the second one, enjoyment. That if I will kill all these people, if I will fight in this battle, then everybody is going to die. With whom I will enjoy. And then he gives this third reason, destruction of family. He said, it's so bad. I have compassion for these people. With whom I will enjoy if I will kill these people. But at the same time, I will become the destruction of the family because all the mostly males used to fight and all the males are there. If they will die, their wives and their children are home. What will happen to them? Who is going to earn the money for them and who is going to protect the children? And then after that, he said that I think it's a sin and I am going to get the sinful reaction if I'm going to kill these people. And then he said, I cannot fight. So the reasons he said, C, compassion, D, destruction of family tradition, E for enjoyment, F for the fear of sinful reaction, C, D, E, F, and then he said, I cannot fight. And then Krishna replies back, but 2.7 verse is very important because that's the very first time. So far, Arjuna was speaking. Arjun was justifying his own actions and what he's thinking. But the very first time, Arjun now surrendered to Krishna and said, please help. And a lot of time we go around and we give the free advices, but we should always wait until the person is ready to accept the advice. And that verse 2.7 is Karpanye dosho patasya bhava parchami tvam dharma samura cheta so this is the verse in 2.7 where, well, any one of you would like to read what it says on the screen? Yeah, please, go.
Dreams of have lost all composure because of this miserly weakness.
Miserly weakness, yeah.
In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple.
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 Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's okay.
Something
Surrendered
surrendered
onto you.
onto
Yes. Then finally, please instruct me. So this is what Arjun is saying. Thank you so much for reading it. This is what Arjun is saying to Lord Krishna, that please, could you please instruct me? Like he's asking for the advice now. And now Krishna, it starts. And this is where we ended the last session. And this is probably so far, it's just a build-up. But now Krishna has started giving the wisdom. This wisdom is for all of us. Even though this Bhagavad Gita was given 5,500 years back from Krishna to Arjun, but even now in 2026, this wisdom is so important for us. The very first one, Krishna says in verse 13, and maybe we should recite verse 13. Could you please open Bhagavad Gita? Let's see 2.13. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. 2.13. We are going to, so those who are online, if you have a Bhagavad Gita as it is hard copy, great. If not, then vedabase.com is where you can go. 2.13. Have it there? Oh. In the Sanskrit, yeah, Sanskrit is there. Right, okay. Your bookmark was even before that. 213. So yeah, if you want, you can read this bit. So it's a Dehinosmi yadade Komaram yoganam jara Tatare antara prapte dhirastatra. We just read that Sanskrit. This is Sanskrit, but this is Sanskrit written in English. Yep. And if you will go forward, you will see that this is the English as is there on the screen, as the embodied soul. Well, great. So this is where we are in chapter 2, 2.13. The very first knowledge Krishna has given to Arjuna is that we all are soul, not the body. Right? And we did discuss last time, which was 2, 3 weeks back, that the body is like a car. Car will not move around itself. Car needs a driver, and driver is a soul. So who are we? We are soul. If somebody will say, what is this? I will say, this is my hand. I will not say, this is me. This is my hand. Somebody will say, what is this? I will say, this is my nose. So what is this? This is my head. What is this? This is my body. Yeah, this is your body. This is not you. This is your body, right? Similarly, the soul. We never say this is our soul. We are the soul. And this is what Krishna is saying to Arjun, that Arjun, you need to understand. If you understand, this is the key to Bhagavad Gita. This is the key to happiness. Because most of the time we are very, very worried because we are going to lose something, we are going to gain something. But this body, people are so obsessed with the body. Oh, they like to take care of the body, but they don't worry about the soul. It says there was a rich princess who took care of there was a parrot, and parrot was in the cage, and the princess put the parrot into a golden cage, and she made someone clean that cage every day, but never fed the bird inside. And one day bird died. Right? This is what we do. We don't do anything to feed our soul. Reading Bhagavad Gita is like, because this is eternal. Our soul is spiritual, and the food has to be spiritual activities, right? But we always take care of the cage, which is this body. We spend so much time taking care of the body, which we should, because we should take care of the cage as well, in which the soul is. We need to take care of the car in which the driver is going to sit. But we need to understand the most important thing is the driver, not the car. The most important thing is the parrot, the bird inside, not the cage. Of course, the driver is going to make good use of the car, and the bird is going to make the good use of the cage. Similarly, the soul is going to make the good use of the body, and we need to take care of our body, but body is not the main thing. Hence, we should always take care of what the main important thing is. So now this is from verse 20 to 30 in chapter 2, Krishna is giving the characteristics of soul. Now, why this is so important for us? Because these are our characteristics. These are the characteristics of soul. And what are we? Soul. So these are our characteristics. What does any characteristic anybody want to pick? Anything you like here? Anything you don't like it here? Anything you like to discuss? Anything you don't want to discuss? Arin, which is your favorite in this? You think, wow, this is good. Let's pick one and we shall discuss.
Amazing.
Amazing. That's the 30th one. See, so great. You say, I am amazing. That's what this means, isn't it? The souls are amazing. Look, see, hear, and describe. So, chapter 2, verse 29, Krishna is saying that we all are amazing people. Because we are amazing. You know what? It says the soul is Sat Chit Ananda, which is eternal conscious bliss. There's nothing which could get better than that. Nothing. And this is amazing if you think about it. See what we do, we go to school, we go to grammar school, then we go to the college, we go to the great universities in the world, then we try to find the best job, we earn a lot of money, we get the fastest car, expensive clothes, the biggest house. But then what? Then what?
You die.
Then one day we die. And all these things, all the clothes, all the car, all the houses, all the relatives, everything we have gathered goes away because we die. So what do we work hard for? Because one day it's gonna go anyways. So let's pick another one. Remember, we all are amazing.
Withered by wind.
Withered by wind. So the wind, when we go out, and for example, now in London, it's minus degrees. And when we go out there, the wind comes on and we say, oh, it's cold, right? The body can get and does get withered by wind slowly, gradually. We put a lot of cream, we put the oil, and we take care of our body because the body gets affected by wind, but not the soul. Soul cannot get withered by wind, cannot be wet by moisture, by water, cannot be burned by fire, cannot be cut into pieces because the soul is eternal. And because the soul is eternal, soul cannot die. It is always. Why? Because the soul is part and parcel of the God. And the God is eternal. Hence we are eternal. So the only thing is we have forgotten about it. There was a play going on in India once during Ram Leela. Have you seen that play? Yeah. So there's a play where somebody will act as Lord Rama. Another actress would probably be Mother Sita, Ram and Sita. And then there was a Ravan. Ha 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 ha. He comes around. Right? He's someone else. But in the play, he's ha ha ha. I'm a Ravan. Now, when during the play, everyone is scared of him. He's Ravan. But as soon as they switch off the light, the play is over. No one is afraid of him anymore. He doesn't like it. He says, "What? I better be Rama because when I'm Rama, everybody is respecting me. Everybody is scared of me. But as soon as the show is over, people don't respect me." And he worked so much in it that one day he came out and he said, "I'm not going to take my Ravan clothes. I will be Ravan." Yeah, and that has happened. It happened once in Spain as well. This word we call personality. We call personality. Oh, that's a great personality. Oh, you have a charming personality. Personality, the word itself, personality, comes from another word called persona. And that word comes from when people used to put masks. Different people put different masks, right? And when people put masks on them, they pretend to be someone else. And then while pretending to be someone else because they are doing the role play, they forget. They forget who they are. Like this Ravan, he forgot that he was a barber. But now he's just pretending to be Ravan. And this is what happens with us. Because this boy is called Aryan. He forgets because he's doing a play of being Aryan for last 16 years. He forgot that he's a soul. And he forgot he's amazing. If you look at him, does he look amazing at the moment?
No.
Right? Why? Because he forgot. He's so indulged in playing being Aryan, he forgot what he is. This is what we all do. So when you are home, especially for the kids, check with your parents. When your parents are so much attached to what they have labeled themselves for so many years, remind them, you are a soul. Don't forget you are a soul. Satya Chitta Ananda. Eternal, conscious, blissful. And we cry for little things. Our car gets accident. We say, oh, what happened? Krishna says is one of the verse which will come very soon that when someone dies, it's like taking the clothes. Yeah. When I'm wearing a t-shirt, next day I will wear another t-shirt. I don't cry or I don't want to take this t-shirt off. But we get attached to our bodies. I don't want to do this. And people get attached to different things. When kids, they move from one school to another, from primary to secondary. I don't want to leave my primary friends. Well, if you won't leave them, they will leave you. Right? There isn't anything in our life which will not leave. Either we will not leave us or they won't leave us. Either we will leave them or they will leave us. Living or non-living. So remember, we can spend a lot and a lot of time on these. But remember the number 8, no birth or no death. So there is nothing to worry about in our life. And that's why these spiritual foundations are so, so, so great. Please read Bhagavad Gita. At least one verse every day we can do it. So here we go. We have Bhagavad Gita as it is. And they come in small, big, medium, different sizes. So please read Bhagavad Gita and we discuss. So where we are, we will move forward. Okay. All right. So here, what we have is Krishna. So Arjun is so sick. Arjun is so depressed. Arjun is in depression. Arjun says, I'm so sorry, I can't do anything. Who is Arjun? Arjun is Kshatriya. Can you see anything in dark?
No.
No. You see, I have glasses. Without glasses, I can't even see in the light. Arjun could see in the darkness. But not only that, he could see in dark, he could fight in the dark.
Wait, how?
Because he trained himself. I will share a story, a pastime from Mahabharata. Arjun was from childhood. How old are you?
8.
8. Arjun started when he was 6 or 7. So 1 year younger than you. He started training slowly, gradually. He had bow and arrow with him. And then he was there with his teacher. And he's learning every day. Every day he's going to shoot a lot of arrows. Lot of arrows. Have you, any one of you used bow and arrow? Yeah. Great. And I have used once. And I remember it was very far. Bang! Bullseye. It did. It did. But what happened? Well, it's my story. In my story, I'm a hero. Of course, we all are. So what happened? Arjun was doing it. But Arjun was one of those students who practice a lot. Every day, every day. He starts in the morning. But when the darkness comes, he doesn't want to stop. He still wants to practice. But when it's dark, he cannot see, so he will close. He will put his bow and arrow down. But one day, what happened? He put that down. He went to his quarters where he was living, and he saw his elder brother was missing. You remember there were 5 brothers. He was right in the middle, so he had 2 younger and 2 elders. The eldest one was Yudhishthir, and there was one between Yudhishthir and Arjun called Bhim. Massive guy. Bhim. He said, where is Bhaiya Bhim gone? He said, oh, Bhim is there. Bhim is there. Where? Bhim is there in the kitchen. And he went there. And Bhim was there. And Arjun could not see. Bhaiya Bhim. And Bhim said, here, on this side. And Arjun goes there. Where are you? Oh, I'm sitting here. He said, how come you can eat in the dark? And he's eating. He said, why do you eat? Bhim is eating in the darkness. He said, when you have a taste for the food, doesn't really matter whether you have light or not. Your hands are there and the food is there. You know where your mouth is. Why do you need light? Have you ever eaten in darkness?
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Yep.
When the light went out.
When the light went out, you don't stop. You
No.
say, I know.
That's
Especially when it's a great, nice thing to eat. Why not? Just eat. So that day, Arjun realized that if in the darkness my elder brother could eat, because Bhim had such a great taste for food, he said, I can fight. I can use my bow and arrow. And then he straight went, got his bow and arrow, and he started shooting. He's shooting, and his teacher came. He said, who taught you this? He said, dear teacher, you taught me this. But I got inspired by my elder brother. So Arjun was the only one who got inspired. And because of that inspiration, he went and he became one of those archers who could shoot in the darkness as well. Who was that scientist who saw apple falling? Hari?
Isaac Newton.
Yeah, Newton. Thank you. So Newton, see, so many people saw apple falling, but he was the only one who said, "I'm going to find out why this apple falls." Others said, "What do you mean? What do you mean why it falls down? Because things always fall down." But he was the one who was curious. Similarly, Arjun was the one who could and not only that, he could use both hands. He was on left-handed or right-handed. There is a word for those, like what Shivani is. Ambiguous.
Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous. Somebody who could use left and right hands. And this is what Arjun was. He was a great warrior. There wasn't any archers probably as good as him during that time. And it's the same Arjun who is crying. Why? Imagine how great he was. So what we can learn here is, doesn't really matter how skillful we are. If we don't have the spiritual knowledge, then we can always fall down. We can always become depressed and very sad. And that's why we should learn Bhagavad Gita. Now what Krishna did? Krishna gave different routes to Arjun. Krishna said, so there are 5 different routes to reach to the Lord, to realize what we call self-realize, to realize what we really are, to become a self-realized, enlightened person, which is Satya Chitanand. Then nothing is going to hurt us. Nothing. Well, somebody can hurt our body. If I'm going to pinch you, it will happen. Don't pinch me, pains. But the pain is there for the body. But inside, you are blissful. And there have been many people. Ramakrishna Paramahansaji, Swami Vivekananda's teacher, he had throat cancer. Throat cancer is very painful. Well, any kind of cancer is painful, I guess. But throat cancer, because whenever you eat, or whenever you drink, or whenever you breathe, your throat is painful. But he said, my body is in pain, but I'm at peace. Why? Because he was a self-realized person. So what are the 5 ways? And these are the groups what we are going to discuss in Bhagavad Gita in detail. I know you cannot wait to get into the detail. So chapter 3, so chapter 2, chapter 1 we have done, which is the observing the army in the battlefield. Chapter 2 is what we call summary of Bhagavad Gita, right? And that's what we are doing at the moment. But chapter 3, we will see Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is chapter 3. And I'm looking here why it says Karma Yoga. Oh, Karma Kand. Okay. Karma Yoga is one of them. We will see what Karma Kand is. And then Gyan Yoga, chapter 4. Then Ashtang Yoga, which is chapter 6. Chapter 5 is actually combination of chapter 3 and 4. Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, combined together. That's chapter 5, Karma and Jnana Yoga. Chapter 6, Ashtang Yoga. And then later on we will reach to chapter 9, Bhakti Yoga, devotional service. Hare Krishna. So this is what we are going to discuss it. But all these are going to make us Atma Jnana, which is realization of the soul. So next time somebody will ask you, who are you? Tell your name, but remember you are a soul. Yeah, we all are soul. Nobody can burn me. But that doesn't mean you go in the fire, yeah? Don't do that. Don't do that. But let's do the very first thing, which is Karma Kand. What is Karma Kand? We all do Karma Kand. Why do we do Karma Kand? So a lot of people, especially those who are on Zoom, hopefully you've been associated with us before. We've been running these sessions for many years now, and we have a channel called VP Govindadas. And on VP Govindadas, you will see a lot of playlists are there. And there is one playlist for Goloka chart. What you see on the right on the slide is Goloka chart. What is a Goloka chart? And we have a Goloka chart, big, massive chart in Aryan's room. Yeah? Oh, right. Okay. Aryan, remember it all? So Aryan has taken it down now. Yeah. Yes. So how many planets are there, let's say? Give a number. Guess. Any guesses?
500.
No,
500. Okay, that's too many. Yeah.
I think it's 14.
Okay, great. Yes, there are 14 planetary systems, and planet Earth is one of them.
Does that count for Mars, Venus, and Mercury?
No, no, those are, we don't call them, well, when we said planets, those are not those planets. But for us, planets are the levels. So it says in Vedic culture that we are in 14 planetary systems. Earth, where we are, if you remember, well, you might have heard of Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. So, Turvareniyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodaya. Thank you. So, Om Bhu Bhuva Swaha. These three are the names of three planets. Bhu is for Bhumandal, which is planet Earth. Bhua is the one above it, and then Swa is actually the short form of Swarg. A lot of people have heard of heaven. Have you heard of heaven? Yeah. Heaven is called in Hindi Swarg. He hasn't. He got a very
Special brain.
yeah.
I sure it's 14 because on there it's 15.
There is always someone who finds these things. Because
I said 14.
you said 14.
Are there 14 or 15?
You're 14.
And on why are there 50?
They like to add extra.
Yeah, sometimes we add. Okay, if you see, are you counting
All of them.
all of them? Okay, let's go for. So from in the middle we have Bholoka, planet Earth. Then we have 7 hells. What we call, well, of course we say hell, but they are actually lower planet. So there is higher planet and lower planet.
It's yes.
Yeah.
Everyone.
So like
When we zoom in there, we are kind of middle. Yeah. Oh,
Never
thank
mind.
you.
Never mind.
Yeah. Okay, Aryan found the secret of 14 and
What are
15.
you doing? Why is it coming in?
So if we see the name of the 7 planets which are lower planets, they are, if you read it, Atal, Vital, Sutal, Talatal, Mahatal, Rasatal, and at the end, Patal. Patal. Patal is the most famous one people know in India. Sometimes people say, like I remember where I was born, and there was a lady in, she used to live on the same street. They said that they were doing construction and they dug it so much. They could see very small people.
that's a bit.
Yes, what they did after that, they got so excited. They put they filled the hole, and they said, "Oops, what happened there?" Now we don't know how much they, whether they got to the different level, but highly unlikely. But yes, as per the Vedic scriptures, we have 7 lower planets and 6 above planets, and we are kind of in the middle.
So where's Venus?
No. Venus is not considered one of those planets here because we don't consider them as a planet. Oh, we do. They come as a part of wider nakshatra, which are not, well, if you see on the left, there are some white stars. They are one of those.
But planets aren't stars.
Planets are not stars, but yeah, well, the way they are bright there,
Does
those.
that mean if we go to Venus or Mars,
Yeah.
does that mean we escape to that bubble?
The thing is, yes, sometimes what happens, imagine this. Have you heard of for example, X-rays? Dogs can see, we cannot see. Few things.
Not.
No, not the X-rays, but there are some other things. For example, cat. The animals could hear, they can see few things we cannot,
What do you
right?
mean here?
Some hear, some seeing.
Like
Different.
mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
For yeah, true.
That has nothing
So,
to do with biology.
so why and how does that happen? Why and how does that happen? Because see, we will say, well, we can't see that. There is a wall at the front. We can't see behind wall, but we can hear behind wall.
Yeah.
So our senses are limited, which means
It's based off the wavelengths.
based on the wavelengths, right?
But we can't see through that.
We can see through that door because that
Light refraction.
because that door is made up of glass, you're right. But what we are saying that even if we will go to Venus, for example, we might not able to see those big planets. Reason being, because our eyes cannot see those things.
And we won't be able to see those words.
True, you cannot see those words for sure. So if we see
So true.
again, Atal, Vital, Sutal, Talatal, Mahatal, Rasatal, and then Patal.
Wait, but you didn't
Patal.
tell me where would we be in Venus? If
Well, it's part. Okay, thank you. So you see, 30-degree east, the third bright star is Venus.
30 degrees east.
Yes.
You just mean east. What does 30 degrees east mean? Does it mean what?
30 degree towards north. So shall I
From
say
where?
from east?
So you mean from the horizontal?
We need to take the protector out and do that. Oh, it's so much fun.
Protector. Oh
Oh.
my god. Oh my god.
Okay, so what do? We won't worry about the Venus, but we do worry about the upper planet. Thank you. So now we'll go. We are on Bhuloka, then Bhuvaloka. That's where Rakshas and ghosts are.
Wait, so they're above us?
They are
Sorry?
above us.
Rakshas and demons.
Rakshas, well, Rakshasas could be demons, but there are different types of demons. Yeah, but they not all the Rakshasas are bad Rakshasas.
How about ghosts?
Ghosts are also not bad. Well, some could be bad, some are not bad. Well, actually, mostly they are not bad. They are the ones. So somebody lost the body in shock, and the soul needs to get another body. But for some reason, they are so attached to the body, the previous body, they are not ready to go to the new body, and the old body is gone. So they're hanging in between.
But if they're like an evil ghost, do they still go above us?
They will still go above us. Yes.
So how does that work?
Well, because that's why if you watch any movies or even the scriptures you read, ghosts, they have more qualities than us.
There's one more ghost real.
Since when the ghosts are real?
Yeah, he knows that.
Well, why ghosts cannot be real?
I've never seen them.
Well, there are so many things I haven't seen.
Well,
Do you,
seen them.
have you seen elephant?
Yeah.
Have you seen moon?
So, yes, sometimes.
Elephants too big.
Oh my god, you actually raised me.
So, well, there could be many examples. I know. Sometimes we say, oh no, if I haven't seen God, I will not believe God is there. If I haven't seen China,
China doesn't exist.
but of course China exists, right? So,
Doesn't.
so our limit, our knowledge could be very conscious. But yes, if you read the scriptures, even in Bhagavatam, there is a mention that the ghost, who is ghost? Somebody who lost, well, there are different types of ghosts, but somebody who lost the body. The soul is there, but they haven't found the new body, and that person is considered as ghost. And they could be bad, they could be good. Not bad and good, they are so panicked. They're so panicked that they're doing bad things. But they are not, they are doing it just because they don't know what they're doing.
This experience.
Yes, because I have trust in Bhagavatam, and in Bhagavatam there are mention of many ghosts. So if we Luckily, no. So if you go above from Bhurloka, Bhuvaloka, and there are Gandharvs. Gandharvs are mentioned. Okay. So if you see from Bhuvaloka, we have Swargaloka, which is called Indraloka, which is called heaven. And then it's a realm of 33 million demigods and demons. So they all live together there. Sometimes they fight, sometimes they pray, sometimes they play. They do all different kind of things together. Sometimes they marry together, demons and angels. Well, demigods are called considered as angels. And Gandharvas are very nice magicians. They also live there. Then we have, thank you. Then we have three planets above Swargalok. They are Mahar, Jana, and Tapalok. These three are where the sages are, highly enlightened sage. If you see, Janaloka is where seven sages are. Saptarishi are very famous in scriptures, and sometimes we can see Saptarishi there. And they are the seven best sages in the world during in all the 14 planetary system, and they live in Janloka. Then Tapoloka is another one where the most austere sages live. Yes.
Why does it say down, down, then up?
Okay.
Next.
The reason being, usually if you are in the top seven, then you can move in top seven. If you are in top or bottom seven, you usually move in bottom seven. They are kind of rankings. You know, like we are in England.
Do you need top 6 and bottom 7?
Yeah, kind of. Yes, you're right. Because we are in the
Oh my
middle.
God.
So imagine if we are in Sutton. We can go to Epsom anytime. If we are in London, we can go to maybe Scotland. But if we want to go to Norway, we have to take a flight. Yeah.
Or a
So-
cruise.
Cruise.
Or a cruise.
So to take a, to go from the gross place to
The growth plane.
Yes.
the growth there.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sometimes not everybody can do it. You
What
know,
if someone brought an
there are people who tried it. There are some people who tried it in the scriptures. We will see some of the stories. But it is so interesting. Like, for example, if you want to go to America from UK, we because we need the visa. Not everybody can go, right? But then we can make arrangements to go there. Something similar happens there.
What if the thing grows and then subtle and grows and subtle?
So where are you?
On the right side where it says up, and away. And away.
Up, lower planets, up, gross and subtle and gross. Yeah. So what happens? So if you remember the demons are usually very big. Yeah. So they are gross, very heavy. But if you go to the angels, they are very subtle. And this is the difference. When we become spiritual, we become subtle. Right?
Not like you.
I don't know why everyone is looking at Aryan when we mention ghost and this. So yes, yeah, it does matter. So why we are discussing this? We have actually discussed this in detail. This is called Golo Goloka chart. And we have a series of Goloka chart on the YouTube if you like to go through it. But why we are discussing them here? Because we do karma kand. Now, what is karma kand? That we pray to the god, or we do havan, or we do prayers, we do pujas, we do a lot of different activities, and we expect something in return. A lot of people on planet Earth, they want to pray to go to Swarg. They want to go to, after death, they want to go to Swarg. Why? Because Swarg is called heavenly planet. There are lot of opulence are there. You can enjoy your life there. You don't have to pay for any chocolate. You go there, any chocolate you want, you can eat. Any juices you want, they all are widely available. No restrictions at all. You will not get sick. You will not die there. Well, you will finish your time there though. Swarg is like a holiday. You earn a lot of money and then you go on holiday. Doesn't really matter how opulent your holiday is. Even the richest person on the planet will go on holiday, will come back one day. So when we go to heaven, we only go for holidays. We enjoy ourselves and we come back. Yes.
You actually didn't answer my question. So
Which
where
one?
is Venus on there?
Venus.
That's actually a genuine question because it literally says Earth planets, not planet Earth for some reason. Where actually is Venus? Where are the other planets?
Okay, they are not there, but as I said, on the left hand side where you see, okay, Shivani is going to find you Venus, I guess. Shiba has gone to the detail, the big screen, and pointed to us. That's it. That's it. Perfectly. Shivani found it.
So you're saying that Venus is above that only planet?
Yes, but mind it, it's just one side of it. So the planet is not revolving like this. Planet is
It is
revolving
revolving.
like, yeah,
What? It says
revolving and
Yeah.
rotating. So when it's going down like sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. It's in 3D.
Obviously.
It's amazing. It's called Vedic astrology. Yeah, great, very good answer.
You didn't answer my question.
Aryan found out finally that we are not answering his question. Okay. Despite the fact Shivani has
Sorry,
proved.
come again.
I do remember.
Okay, Shivani is going to find the Venus for Aryan again.
The one on the left. The one
You see, you're going to tell Anushka how much she missed today. Yeah? Yeah,
with the
right.
No, you actually don't acknowledge.
All right. Okay, let's move on. We got last 5 minutes left. And Karma Kanda. Karma Kanda. So when people pray, so Arun, would you like to? Oh, you can't read. Can you read here? Oh yeah. Well, okay.
Using prescribed methods of Veda, sacrifices and rituals for the purpose of higher material sense gratification, no spiritual objectives. Results going up higher planets and comes down to Earth lower planets.
Great. Thank you. So when people from Earth they pray, they do the sacrifices, they do the rites, they do the rituals, only because they would like get to the higher planet. And most of the time on Earth, we want to go to heavenly planet, which is Swarga, heaven, but which is like a holiday. Spiritual people don't want to go there. Spiritual people are happy going above it, which is Mahalok, Janalok, Taplok, and on the top we have Brahmalok. Brahmalok is where Brahmaji is living. He got his own planet because he doesn't want to be get distracted by anyone. And this is all based on our scriptures. So when we pray to the God and we say, God, please give me this, that's karmakand. That I'm praying to you. So lots of times parents they call and they say to children, oh, pray to the God, your exam will be good. Now, when you pray to the God that my exam will be good, or I will get a new job, I will get a new promotion, I will get a new car, new house, or when I'm going somewhere, please take care of me, God. That's karmakanda. I'm praying for you to get something back. But when we will get into devotion, we will realize bhakti is like we pray to the God, we say thank you to the God because we love God, not because we want something back in God, right? When you help your mom, do you want anything back in return? Oh, well, yes, of course, honest children. But we should not. We say, because you're my mom, you're my dad. Okay, so we will stop it here, where Krishna will get into detail to Arjun that Arjun, why are you not fighting? And then Krishna will explain to Arjun very nicely that if you will fight, this will happen. If you will not fight, this will happen. If you will fight and die, this will happen. If you will not fight and will not die, this will happen. And a lot of choices will be there. But at the end, Arjun will decide to fight, and every one of us should fight. Fight means we should always do some actions for the good for the society, right? We should always be engaged.
He's killing his cousins. How is that a good thing?
Because his cousins were bad people. Imagine if you shouldn't imagine this now if you are a policeman or a woman. And like let's say you are a cop. Your brother is a thief. What will you do? He's by me. Sorry. Because son is a thief.
Brother. That is
Well, if you are not able person, you know how much fun it is. Anushka is missing and all those people they are missing. So remember, karma we will do. So we will do maybe one verse we will recite and then we will go back. So which one? Dehino Asmi or okay, let's do 2.13, 2.13. We will recite this also and we will close for today. Dehino Asmi Yata Dehe Komaram Yovanam Jara Tata Dehantara Prapte Tira Satpranamuyati. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Gurudev ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam. Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you so much for those who were there on Zoom, those who were there on YouTube Live, those who've been here. Thank you so much. We have done the whole recap and we have reached to 2.20 or even further. We have reached to 2.30. So we will do more from there next time, next Sunday, UK time, London time, 5 p.m. on the same link. I look forward to see you, whether you would like to do in person or you would like to be there on Zoom. We welcome you. Take good care of yourself. Have a Bhagavad Gita. At least read one verse every day. It will take 2 years to finish, but at least you will finish. At least one verse a day will do the job. Satyachit Anand. Hare Krishna. Take good care of yourself and I will look forward to see you next time. Hare Krishna. I'm going to close the meeting, online meeting now. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.